So good morning, guys. It's been a minute. Anyways, guys, welcome to another video. Today I got a few things going on. Trying to get the AC going again in the Del Sol. Sourced out an OEM kit, and right now, speaking of Del Sol, I'm going to go pick up the B20VTEC shift linkage for it. So, gotta take the Integra. Girlfriend's going to the barn, so she needs her car, so I gotta kind of stuck with the Integra. It's a bit of a drive. It's out in Buckeye, which is about 45 minutes-ish away. And then I'm gonna hit the junkyard on the way back. And try and get, I need the black box, like the UVAT box under the dash in the Del Sol. So I'm gonna go grab that. And if there's anything there, that's cool, grab it. But you know, yeah, that's the basis of today is B20VTEC, parts gathering, and trying to get the AC fixed. Arrived. I also apologize if I sound kind of dead for part of the day, if not most of the day. Sometimes I wake up with migraines, and today's one of those days, so I'm really trying to fight this off. Like, vision's kind of like, you know, sucks. So I got the linkage, and I actually scored a full AC kit pretty much for EG for my brother's car. We'll see if he actually wants it or not. But yeah, Sean's super nice guy. Thank you again if you're watching this for hooking it up and being such a swell guy. Extremely nice. Right now I'm currently dying of a migraine and probably dehydration at this point because it's like 117 degrees out, it feels like. It's at least like mid 90s, almost 100 for sure. It's supposed to be like 101 today. And I'm sitting here trying to fight my way because the freeway is closed in this part of town heading westbound, or eastbound, I'm sorry, which is where I need to be because I'm trying to get to the junkyard. So I'm on like other side roads that are all full of construction and suck. So, much to my dismay, I found the Del Sol that I needed. It took me 2 junkyards to find it. But I should have taken into consideration that the expansion valve I got had to be 93 specific because the 94-97 uses a coarse thread expansion valve, and it just didn't click. So I've been out here for 2 hours in this heat, like freaking dying, just to find out, like, I get it halfway taken apart on this 95 model I was getting it from, the EVAT box that is, and just realized that it's bigger. It's totally different shaped. But thankfully ran into a subscriber as I was like starting my car, and he has a 93 that he's about to part out, so he said he'd hook it up. So extremely thankful. I didn't actually catch his name. It was just a really quick confrontation. So yeah, if you're seeing this, good to meet you, and I'll be eagerly awaiting if I can't get this current box that I have put back together because it's all broken. So yeah, I just got some Gatorade and some water, and I need to head home, and I need to relax for a little bit and then start trying to rip my old AC stuff out. Right, so I'm back at the house now. Like I said, I pretty much got everything for the AC system. I bought brand new expansion valve, brand new evaporator, brand new receiver dryer, brand new condenser, and I've got almost brand new compressor that I bought from Emiliano alongside some lines. And then my boss down at work was gracious enough to let me pull the high pressure lines off of the Del Sol like test mule we have down at work. So I have everything I need right now other than the EVAT box, which this is the box that was in the car. I'm gonna try and get it back together. It was just hot glued around the edges and screwed in with all these little screws. So if it's janky but it works, I'll run it until I can get another one. But if this one works, I'm not really that concerned with it. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get this put together. But I do need to hit the junkyard again because I do need to find an AC bracket or a compressor bracket. I just totally forgot to grab one while I was there, so I might have to try and run back to the junkyard a little bit later today. But I'm pretty sure you can use them off of like any Civic because it's just D series. It's not car specific at all. And then I can grab another tensioner while I'm there. But yeah, that's the plan. Currently working on getting this expansion valve put onto the evaporator. The only issue I'm having is these are 2 different manufacturers and they're both aftermarket, so it's not really just a straight like fits right in place perfectly. Kind of having to manipulate the lines a little bit, bend them and tweak them a little bit, but it should be okay as long as I can get it all to go together. The only part that I'm confused on is this big like I don't know what to call this thing, but it looks almost like a thermometer piece or something. I don't really know where that goes, because on this old one, it was taped up onto here. So I don't know if I can just use straight tape and just tape it right there, because I'm assuming it's to take temperatures to help regulate like when to kick the compressor in and on, like whatever. I don't know. I'm new to this AC system stuff, but so I'm assuming I would have to tape it up like somewhere around here. So I guess I'll figure that out here in a minute. I'll have to Google it or something, but yeah, kind of a pain to get this all in, but seems to be working a little bit. And a lot of you guys have been asking about the red Civic, where it's been. Like I said to pretty much everybody that I replied to in the comments, it is no longer mine. I sold it to my brother. He's just been daily driving it. And a lot of you guys have also asked about the suspension on it, how it's held up, if it's blown out yet. Is it blown out yet?
Fuck no. Heck no.
Heck no.
Heck no.
Still rides pretty solid. I mean, it's definitely not no Cadillac suspension.
No, it rides solid, but yeah, it's what you'd expect for paying under $500.
For coilovers, right? So it's a little bouncy, but they're solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
there's actually work on it. Surprisingly, I didn't expect it to work, but I mean, obviously you don't feel every 24 adjustments on it, but I mean, the main three, you know, middle, end, and first.
Yeah. You said, I remember you telling me something about a break-in period, right? The first couple weeks you had to mess with the height a little bit or something?
Yeah, they definitely compressed. Obviously, I need to do it again because it's definitely squatting in front. I didn't realize that.
You guys see here, I actually was able to source him out from Sean as well, an AC system for his car, because even though he was crying that he needed one, then he was saying that he wanted to get another car, but we know that life doesn't work the way we want it to, so I picked it up for him just in case. So we're gonna try, and we need to source him an AC bracket as well. Whoever owned the car before him was dumb, but not dumb enough to rip everything out from underneath the dash, it appears. So it should really just be good.
Watching a video.
So we just got to make our own little bracket and stuff to mount it to our Ghetto core support, but I mean, should be pretty easy. But yeah, I got everything tightened down, and there's a lot of this copper, brass, whatever line everywhere. So as for this thing, Roy just told me to tape it up, zip tie it up. So I'm gonna do that, and if it don't work, then I'm gonna make him take it apart and fix it. Oh boy. Alright, I'm assuming that should be good. So I definitely have no idea if this is the factory box or not. I'm assuming it's not, because it does have what appears to be an aftermarket like part brand number sticker thingy. But if it works, then it works. But it definitely was a bit janky, so I'm definitely gonna have to jankify it even more. But I guess again, if it works, it works. Well, I managed to get the box closed up, put back together, and now I just gotta try and fight with it to get it back in the car. But I think I can do it. Then I gotta probably go to the junkyard and try and find that AC bracket. All right, so I still gotta finish pulling the lines and the compressor off the car. Before I can do that though, I at least have to get the lines and pull them back from here, so that way I can get the box back inside. So I have to take the battery out, obviously, to access it. So I'm gonna have to undo the joints here and then pull them off the compressor. But just for the moment, I'm gonna just pull them back out of the way of the firewall so I can get the box in. So that way, I have the space in the firewall right there for the evap to push through. Good news is I got the evaporator box all bolted up. So now I just gotta pretty much just finish getting the rest of the lines out, and then the compressor and stuff. So that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna just start working on getting all this crap out. This old condenser, I think this pressure switch I should be able to use on reuse, I hope. If not, I have to buy a new one, but yeah. Gotta take all this out now. But I kinda gotta wait for my brother to finish up, so I don't know. He's just making a bracket for his to mount up his condenser. So he's got pretty much most of his stuff hooked up. Got the the dryer here. He's already got the stuff under the dash. He just plugged in the harness and stuff, so now he's just running the lines. I'm so excited to have hopefully working AC again. I cannot do summer, not anymore. It's brutal out here, dude. Got the car jacked up over here now. I got the, the condenser line off. Right now I'm working on the low pressure line. I have to take the compressor off the block though because I can't get access to the fitting down there. I can't get a wrench on there. But before, actually no, this is all detached already. So yeah, so I can just straight up take it off the compressor, but it is freaking toasty out here, dudes. This sucks. Summer's gonna be brutal. I really gotta get to the junkyard and get an AC bracket so I can get this all hooked up. So I managed to get pretty much everything out. I still gotta take the dryer out, but that should just be the one bowl holding in. And I just opened up my condenser and I tested my aftermarket high pressure switch to see if it would fit, and it does. So stand up. So even though I pulled the factory AC harness out of the Del Sol at work, just because I really don't want to mess with the wiring, because my main concern is this jumper plug down here. This little yellow guy, which you can't even see it. Yeah. Well, you can't see it, but there's a jumper wire in there, and I don't know why, but I know it works with the harness that's on there. So kind of ugly, but you know, if it works, it works. I don't want to mess with it. I do have to go to the junkyard first thing in the morning, so that's not going to be part of this video to get the AC bracket. But yeah, the pressure switch works, so that means I can just plug it in. All that should be good. This is just beyond freaking frustrating because it's so hot out, and I feel like I'm like rushed because I feel like I'm trying to beat summer, beat it to summer. But I picked up a window switch while I was at the junkyard because mine passenger one stopped working on the Del Sol. So yippee for me. But we're gonna run to AutoZone really quick, get some O-ring seals for the AC stuff. Yeah. So come back and figure out something else to do before I end this video out. Back from AutoZone, got some AC O-rings, and on topic while it's on my mind, my last video, which was like a week ago, like I said, I haven't been able to upload much because of my work schedule lately. We've just been super swamped at work, so I've been working on Wednesdays, which I normally don't because Wednesdays I use to make videos, and sometimes, especially being an automotive YouTuber, it doesn't always happen that a video goes as planned and you can get it done in a day, so sometimes it takes 2-3 days to make a single video, and that's why I haven't been able to make much content the last 2 weekends. But the last video I did was on making my roof brace for the Del Sol. So, kinda see if I can open the door here. Maybe. Jack handle's in the way. But, yeah, well, you get the idea. I'll have to show you guys when the car is off or back on the ground. But a lot of you guys were asking if I was actually going to be making those to produce them. I am. Me and my coworker Roy are going in at half and half. So we're almost done with the first thing. It's kind of a learning curve because we're doing it properly. We're using tube now to make it safer, and I changed up the design a little bit. It's a more simple design, but it requires me to notch tubes. I don't have a tube notcher, and I'm learning how to do it without one. So it's almost done. Again, it's just been so busy at work. I haven't really had any time because I'm gonna be making all these on my lunch breaks and stuff, and each brace takes about 2-3 hours to make. So, but yes, they are coming. We're almost done with this first one. We got the main section made, just got to add the legs to it now. Pricing is going to be around $250 plus shipping. If you're local, just $250. But yeah, it's going to be really cool. Very, very good quality. And I'm just excited. It's fun to learn how to fabricate, beginner fabricator stuff. So yeah, I'm going to just start, anyway, bolting up some of my AC stuff. Me and AD are going to be hitting the junkyard in the morning, so that will definitely be a separate video, or the next video. But yeah, I'm going to just start piecing this all together in the car and trying to put in some work. I just went to put the condenser in and I realized it doesn't line up or anything like that. I didn't know how I was gonna mount it until I realized that maybe it was my fan, because I've never, like I said, done AC systems before. I've only removed the one off the Integra. All my other cars have never had any of it other than the Del Sol here, which obviously has that big old janky guy, which has custom tabs on it. So I forgot that I actually had the AC condenser with this fan from the DA, which is from this condenser right here, and I just compared them and they are identical. So it bolted up just fine. Really stoked on that. Now I can get it right back in the car. It'll be good to go. And then as for the wiring, this fan should still work. I'm gonna jump the fan really quick, just touch it to the battery terminals and to make sure, but I'm pretty positive that it works. Running into a minor problem with this. I don't have tabs like that, so I'm gonna just make my own really quick. I just have some flat stock. They're roughly 2.5 inches apart, so that'll be easy. So this is what I came up with, just little simple pieces of flat stock, and I just wrapped some electrical tape around the pegs here and throwing stuff apparently. Wrapped some electrical tape on the pegs, that way they would not vibrate. So, and I may have wrapped a little too much. Whatever. Wiggle this other one on, and just like, oh, had it. Alright, just like that, got some radiator stays, or condenser stays. Gotta tighten it down obviously, but good. Solid. This is a very long process, but I just made another bracket, because like I said, I'm reusing the harness, the aftermarket harness, just because I know it's wired to work. I mean, anyway, yeah, so I needed a place to hang these relays, so I just made a little bracket. Just more flat stock, just bent it at a 90, bolted it in, got the ground under here, so the harness is not necessarily tucked, but it's at least not hanging over like it was before. And then I still got to de-pin this connector so that way I can plug it into here for the fan switch. And then I've got the power wire somewhere down here for the compressor. It's a little black single pin. Yeah, it's down there somewhere. But that's all good to go, so I'm thinking I'm gonna just call this a day, because I can't really put the lines in until, I suppose I could put the one line in up to the wall up there, but I'll probably save that for tomorrow. So for now, let's just call this a video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to slap that thumbs up button. That helps me out. If you're new to the channel, what's going on? Hope you stick around. And yeah, anyways, guys, do what you love, forget about the rest. Hopefully I can get this AC going in the next couple of days. That would be fantastic, so I don't freaking die this summer. And yeah, B20VTEC hopefully coming soon. All I need now is half shaft axles, throwout bearing. I think that's it. Anyways, guys, see you in the next video. Peace out.